Okay guys, today I'm changing U-joint on this car. You might be wondering how you can tell if it's bad. Well, I can't show you right now, I'll show you later, but it gets slack in it. Like you can twist the drive shaft separate, this one separate of that. So I'm gonna pull these 4 bolts on here off. There's 4 of them around, then the 4 over on this end, there, around, and I'm just gonna change this U-joint and the back.
You know, normally I just let go tires to let them down. And with our recent poop event, I ain't gonna do it.
Keep in mind, I am back here videoing. Don't worry, I'll delete that part. Okay, that's a 14 wriggler. What a catch, eh?
Hey.
I almost dropped it on my head. I can put the car in neutral, right? So that I can turn this?
Let's see.
We have it chalked.
It won't turn as long as the back wheel's on the ground.
This is undone. I would unbolt, I would pop that off and then turn it.
Well, then you can turn your neutral.
Okay. Ready? Good. Hey, whoa, that's really nice.
What is it? That's rare.
That's really handy. Oh, I did not expect that to come out. That really makes my job easy, though. I'm not sure if you can see that movement there in between the 2 pieces, but that's how you can tell it's bad. It has some movement, some free play, like that. So I gotta change this one out and then put this back in the car. So I got this cleaned up enough. Over here, you might be able to see it right there, is a circlip. So I have to hammer that out with a hammer and a punch, get that one out, and then there's one on every one of these that I have to do. So.
These being worn out literally harshed it.
Yeah. Get off of there. Ah. Okay, that's one. That's 2. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the rim here, like that stuff. I'm going to get it out of there with a screwdriver on all of these. That one, this one, this one. I'll probably brush it with some kind of brush just to get all the dirt out. Okay, now the idea is I'm gonna hit, it's sitting in the vise with a gap, so I'm catching just this side right here in the vise. I'm gonna take a hammer and I'm gonna hit right here on the U-joint piece here on the side, and it should pop this piece out the top. You'll see how that works in just a bit. you are. As you can see, it came out. Let's finish this one. That's all the way down. I have to try and knock that one out farther. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and knock this other side out. And we are almost free. There we go. Get all the stuff out of there. So I got them apart, as you can see, and here in my hand I have a bunch of broken bearings, and that's why there was slack in it. Those had cracked in half, they were gone. So now I'm going to move on to this piece. It's the same concept as the other. I'm just going to set it on here, between the two, between here, just like that. Then I'm going to hammer on this bit here, and those two will pop out. Okay, so I got this cleaned up. It's ready to go. I took some sandpaper and I just cleaned these completely clean. Got all the rust and dirt out of them. And now I'm about to be putting the one side of it back together. I still have to clean the other one, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one together. So first what I'm gonna do is just grease the holes slightly, just with a bit of regular grease, so it slides in easy. Now, stick the U-joint in, take this, slide it in there, put the U-joint completely as far in on the, as far into the cup as it'll go, so that you're in the bearing, it won't fall out. Then, clamp this upright in the vise. Like that, there we go. Now, borrow the hammer and just slowly okay, and now I want to drive it a little bit past, a little bit too far in, so that the other one goes in properly. Videoing.
What we're done, let's say. Yeah. Need grinding wheel and button wheel. 2 each would work.
This side goes in like that. I just slowly tap it in. Alright, now that one's in. What I gotta do is put this back that way, knock this one back out, so that I don't end up with a messed up U-joint. Go ahead and put the snap ring in, so that it can't fall. Here's the snap ring, just gonna tap that in. There we are, that's in. Now, put this back on its side, knock it the other way. Back down where it goes, there we are. Now knock this one in. Just until the snap ring will go. A little bit further. Yep, I think that's it. That's good and snug. That's it there. Snap ring will almost go. Let's go a little bit farther. Okay. Not quite enough. There we go. Now, snap ring goes in. Grab a punch, make sure that went all the way in. Okay, so I cleaned this up, and now I'm gonna put this back on with the other piece. And to do that, it's the exact same process as the other one. I pretty much do the same thing, put the balls in and whatnot. So. Okay, there's that one. Next. Okay, there we are, fully installed. I'm just gonna stick the snap rings in both sides of this so it doesn't pop out, and then go put it back in the car. Also, just quick side note, most U-joints come with a little grease fitting, and sometimes it's on the inside, like in there, or in there. Occasionally on the back. This one happens to be on the cup on the outside, which is really handy for when you need to grease it later on. So you just screw that in like this, tighten it down, get it snug so it doesn't sling itself off, and then goes back on the car.
All right. Ball joints in. Let me go get the. And we got this beautiful leftover super trophy ball joint.